Due to the huge success of video game networks, the companies that dominate the internet have become involved. Google, Facebook, and Apple have decided to capitalize and have their own video games online in order to attract millions of customers. Their intentions are often hidden, but the methods that they use to attract players are identical to those used by the major video game publishers. While 500,000 people party all over Los Angeles, Jenova Chen's team are living life at a different rhythm. For the last 20 hours, Jenova and his team have been embarked on a video game marathon. The challenge that all geeks dream of, a game jam.
Game jam is very much kind of a behavior that's widely embraced by a lot of people in different industries. It's basically a group of people gathering together, trying to make something really quick, usually within 24 hours or 48 hours. That game company working on game is very frustrating because we've never had any game like this in the past. So a lot of trial and error, but then, for game jam, it's like, we already know what to make. We've seen this kind of game before. Let's just make it in 24 hours. It's a change of pace and also make you feel more elite.
So Nick is working on the networking stuff, like where the characters are and like their health and like all in their management, their interaction with the networking. Adam will be doing limbs, control, punch, block. All right, let's go. Great.
Jenova and his team decided to use this 24-hour session to create a game that doesn't adhere to their usual philosophy. They want to design the kind of game that they criticize their competitors for, a game of gratuitous violence and primal instinct.
Most of the games today are about excitement, sense of accomplishment, sense of empowerment, but there isn't a sense of relax, a sense of love, a sense of hope. And so I realized game is just very young. It's like the early stage of cinema. Well, these genres of cinema started being very primal emotion, like, oh, a train coming to the station, everybody's scared. People haven't quite figured out the power of cinematography and the language of storytelling. I think it's happening with games as well. When game first started, we just make, well, the racing is exciting, let's make a car game where you're racing. Fighting is exciting, let's make a game where you fight with guns.
Creating a video game in 24 hours is not easy. Under normal circumstances, it takes 2 to 3 years of work. During a game jam, they go back to the basics. The design is minimalistic, and the character animations are simplistic.
So more damage isn't like when you collide, as in if I'm punching fast.
So when you die, you melt into this little ball.
To walk, you have to one guy go forward, and then...
Wait, I thought that was just a tilting.
The programmers reuse computer codes that have already been used for previous games. These are shortcuts to save time. The game jam is not just a fun activity. Jenova and his team use it as an opportunity to test new tools in a time-efficient manner that have changed the industry during the last 4 years. Smartphones and touch tablets are now the most used game consoles. Video game studios are constantly trying to keep up with technological revolutions. Game publishers need to move with the times.